Now to some breaking news out of Chicago. That's where we're getting reports of protesters clashing with federal immigration law enforcement officials. This video from our NBC station in Chicago showing what appears to be armed agents, many of whom are wearing gas masks, confronting a large crowd in Chicago's East Side neighborhood. Now, it's not clear why those federal agents were in that area or what led to that incident. NBC's Shaq Brewster joins us now from our Chicago bureau with more on this. So, Shaq, what do we know about this clash between the protesters and armed agents?
Hi there, Ryan. Well, we're getting a better picture of what was happening and what happened before this all took place. You see that video, some very tense moments there in that East Side neighborhood. According to Custom and Border Patrol via a DHS spokesperson, they were out doing some immigration patrols. We know they have that surge going on right now called Operation Midway Blitz. And this is according to their statement. They say an undocumented immigrant, quote, rammed a Border Patrol vehicle and attempted to flee the scene. That then led to a vehicle pursuit, and they used a pit maneuver to stop that vehicle. They say that's when the two people who were inside the vehicle began to flee, and those two who they say were undocumented were arrested. At that moment, a crowd, they say, began to form, and they confirmed that they used, quote, crowd control measures to help get agents out of there. Now, we're also hearing from Chicago Police Department. Remember, Chicago Police, they do not assist with any of these immigration operations, but they were called in response to that vehicle crash. And they say that they were called because of an accident, and they attempted to de-escalate the situation between the crowd and the federal agents. You see some of that on your screen right now, and you see some of the police officers there standing in between the federal agents and the crowd. This is a quote from Chicago Police Department. They say individuals then began throwing objects at the federal agents, at which point the federal agents deployed tear gas into the street. 13 CPD, so Chicago Police Department members, were exposed to the tear gas. If I can add a little bit of context to this, Ryan, we know that there's these escalated immigration enforcement operations, not just in Chicago, but really the surrounding suburbs as well. That has led to a lot of tension in the community. DHS just this morning celebrated some 1,500 arrests of criminals, their words, that they've made in this Operation Midway Blitz. So there's definitely been a lot of tension in the community. The idea that crowds come out with their cell phones as they document what they perceive as wrongdoing by federal agents, that is something that you see increasingly and is happening a lot. But right now we have from Custom Border Patrol, they're saying that their agents, they were conducting an arrest, suspect fled, a crowd began to form, and we do know from Chicago Police that they did have 13 officers who were impacted by what they're calling tear gas. You see some of it on your screen right now. Tear gas that was deployed to help stop the crowd, or at least keep the crowd away from the federal agents there, Ryan.
We thank you for watching, and remember, stay updated on breaking news and top stories on the NBC News app or watch live on our YouTube channel.